Hi everyone, welcome back. So I have my January empties today. So I've got all of the beauty products that I finished off last month here in front of me on this table. I have done really well this month. I've finished off 22 items. Now some of them are samples. I've got some samples here to kind of talk through, so they're not all full-size products, but regardless I'm still happy with the number of items that I finished off. So there's a lot of products to talk through. I'm not going to talk through two of them because they are Project Pan items, but the remaining 20 I will whittle through hopefully fairly quickly. Let's zoom you in a little bit more. So first one is one of those samples. This is the Bobbi Brown Repair Eye Cream Intense. Now I've had to make notes on my phone because there are quite a few samples that I worked through and I'd probably forget what they're like, and I'm glad I did because I have forgotten what they're like. So this one, I've written down that it was quite a thick moisturiser, and actually now that I'm talking about it I can remember it. So this is quite thick in texture, and because of that I found that it was quite difficult to massage around my eyes. It felt like I was kind of tugging at my eyes in a way, and I don't want that. I like a really thin, fluid, not so much watery, but just a lot thinner in consistency, texture when it comes to eye creams, because I do like to spend some time to massage it in. Once this had sunk in though, this was quite nice, but it's just not my favourite kind of formulation to work with. So glad that I have tried the sample, but I would not be buying this in the full size. Next is what looks like a doser from Skin and Me. This isn't. This is a niacinamide powered night cream. I recently had to send them some more photos of my skin, just like an update, a check-in, and they sent me this for free. So this is basically in the same packaging as your doser, so you twist it up and you have your days marked along this grey metallic bit there. Now when I did the first pump I thought that's not enough for my face and my neck. But it did actually go quite far. This is a really nice textured night cream. It's fairly fluid, but it feels quite moisturising at the same time. And my skin tolerated this pretty well. And this works really quite nicely with my doser. And also that I'm now using a niacinamide in the morning, this was quite a nice product to use in conjunction with all of those other ingredients. So I think that this was quite a nice product to use, but not used it long enough I think to have much more of an opinion on it. But if you are with Skin and Me and you want to give this one a go, I would recommend it. It was quite a nice calming gentle moisturiser to apply overnight. I have another sample, the Harry Wonder Black Rice Bakuchiol Eye Cream. This I've written down was thin and lightweight and easy to massage, so if we're comparing the textures between this one and the Bobbi Brown one, I much prefer this one. Felt like I could give my eyes much more of a massage. It felt like this went a lot further than the Bobbi Brown one as well, so much preferred this one in terms of texture. And to be honest, all I can really talk about with regards to these samples is the texture, because you only get a few uses worth in each of the samples, so you're not going to be able to use it long enough to really get much of an opinion. But from what I have tried from this eye cream in this sample, I did really like. And actually today in the post arrived my Harry Wonder Black Rice Cleansing Oil, so I've got high hopes for that. So if it's anything as good as the eye cream sample, then I'll be happy. Another eye cream sample, this is Mary and May Tranexamic Acid Glutathione Eye Cream Sample. This was also quite thin, but not as thin as the Harry one, so I still preferred this one over the Bobbi Brown in terms of texture, but would go for the Harry one above this one. To be honest, I'm not really sure what tranexamic acid does for your eyes. I'm not sure whether it is good for dark circles or depuffing, not entirely sure, but again it's only a sample size, so I can't really speak about long lasting effects. But a gentle enough eye cream. All three eye creams that I've mentioned so far are very gentle, so I think it really does come down to consistency and also what all of these eye creams kind of claim to do. But this was another one that I really quite liked. Yet another sample. This is by Isntree. This is the Chestnut AHA 8% Clear Essence. I only had one use out of this, so really cannot talk much about what this did for my skin. However, it was gentle. AHAs can be a little bit aggravating for some skins if you've got a sensitive skin type, but this I found to be really quite gentle. And the next day, I think my skin from memory was fairly bright, fairly even, but I think you definitely need to have much more sustained, prolonged use of these types of products to really see results. But I liked this, and if I was looking to get an AHA in the future, once I've used up the one that I've currently got, then I would go for this one. I quite liked this one. I then had this little sample, this 7ml sample of Augustinus Bader, the Rich Cream. This was really nice, and I think I have heard some really good things about this face cream. This was in between feeling thin and thick. It was like that medium weight consistency, really quite beautiful. A fair amount of sort of playtime with this, could massage this in around my face. And what with this being a bigger sample, I think I got maybe 7 days use out of this one, 5 to 7 days I think, so a decent amount of time to get an opinion on this. I really did like it. Have no idea about the price though, but I'm guessing it's not cheap, so really did like it, but don't know if I would repurchase it. I would need to check the price first, but this was really quite hydrating. It was soothing, didn't aggravate my skin at all, did a really great job. Penultimate sample, this is by Medicate. This is the Advanced Day Total Protect. It's an age-defying moisturiser and has SPF 30. Now, I would never usually wear a moisturiser that has SPF in it. I always go for them separately, so I know that I'm applying enough of it and getting a good amount of protection. And also SPF 30 is the lowest that I would go as well. Now, I've only really ever tried Medicate's retinols, and I really like them. This is the first non-retinol product from Medicate that I've tried. I didn't find this to be quite hydrating though. I could have done with going in over the top with something else, something more on my face. And also this smelt really citrusy. This smelt of like key lime pie or lemon cheesecake. It had quite an off-putting citrus scent. Now, I didn't really mind the scent too much, but I would rather that be in like a cleanser that I can wash off rather than a moisturiser that's going to stay on my face all day. So this would be a pass for me. I wouldn't buy the full size one of this. Don't like the scent for a moisturiser, and definitely need something that's a lot more hydrating. This moisturiser was more hydrating. This is the Ileune Ceramide Atto Concentrate Cream. This is for face and body. This is huge. This is 200 mils. Now, I use this as my morning moisturiser and my evening moisturiser, but I also just popped this onto my hands as a hand cream as well, and it did a really great job for all of those purposes. It's a bit of a plain moisturiser. There's nothing kind of fancy about it. Don't really recall there being much of a fragrance in here as well. I don't know if it is actually fragrance free, but I don't mind moisturisers to be simple. Cleansers and moisturisers, I'm happy with them being gentle, simple, really pared back, but as long as they do a decent job, I'm happy with that. And this did a really good job of hydrating my skin, and because it's a 200ml bottle, it lasts you for absolutely ages. It did take me a long time to get through this, and like I usually do, I cut open the tube. So this I would highly recommend, and I would repurchase this. I don't think this is my favourite K-Beauty moisturiser that I've tried though, but it is definitely up there. My last sample, this is the Cicapair Tiger Grass Repair Cream. I do also have a serum, I think, as well, that might make an appearance in next month's Empties. This was meant to be quite good for redness, and I think it did do a fairly good job of toning down my red cheeks. It wasn't amazing. I think I was expecting slightly better results, but again, this might be a product that I'd probably need to apply more than what the sample can give me to get more of an opinion. But it was gentle, it was soothing, not the most moisturising of creams, but it was better than the Medicate one. It was more moisturising than the Medicate, so I did like this. I might look to get in the full size of this in the future perhaps, but I do have some other moisturisers that I prefer ahead of this. Onto hair. This is the, I can never know how to pronounce it, Gizau. Oh, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering the pronunciation. This is, whatever the brand is, hair oil. This took me quite a while to use up. I was only using it on hair wash days, but I then did start to apply some of it onto my ends every single day because I noticed that the ends were getting a bit dry. This you do have to be light-handed with. Literally only 2-3 drops is all you need really. Anything more than that, I found that it was quite heavy on my hair. But when I did use the correct amount, it was really quite lovely. It gave a nice shine to my hair, hydrated my ends, made my hair look quite kind of healthy, but it is very easy to apply too much of this, so I don't think that I would be in a rush to repurchase this one because of that, but I would recommend it and I would buy it again, especially because it does take you absolutely ages to use this one up. This is the 50ml bottle. It is expensive though, so definitely get it on a discount. I then used up this conditioner. This is by Pureology. This is the Pure Volume Conditioner. I think it does say that it's for flat, fine, colour treated hair. Now, I don't think a conditioner is really going to give you much in terms of volume. I think it is mostly your styling products that are going to give you your volume. But in terms of hydration and how lightweight this conditioner is, I really did enjoy it. One of my favourite conditioners I've ever tried. I would repurchase this one. This one does have a habit though of dispensing out more than you need. So definitely need to be careful with that. Otherwise you will get through this a lot quicker than you intend on. And I really did like this. I would repurchase this. I do have a couple of other conditioners in my collection that I'm working through, but the one that I'm currently using isn't as good as this one. So I do like this one, would recommend it for people who have fine, flat hair like I do, but don't expect lots of volume. Expect hydration and for it to be lightweight. So like with the hair oil, this product took me ages to use up. This is by Redken. This is the Big Blowout. It's a blowout cream. Whenever I read the Big Blowout, I always think of Frozen, Big Summer Blowout. So anyway, this I got as a recommendation from Chris Wenzel. He is a hairdresser, he's on TikTok, he's on YouTube, and I bought the products that he suggested for fine hair. This is brilliant. This takes ages to use. If you've got longer hair than me, you will get through it quicker, but you need about a pea-sized amount of this, and you rub it in your hands and then dispense it through the lengths and ends of your hair when it's damp, when you've gotten out of the shower and you've brushed it. And this just is a bit of a heat protectant before you go in and blow dry your hair. This wasn't heavy though. This didn't weigh my hair down, and I felt like it protected my hair. My hair didn't seem to be frazzled or frizzy or crispy after blow drying my hair, so this was a really good heat protectant. I am using something similar at the moment, but I don't know if I'm using it correctly. I do need to double check that, but I would definitely repurchase this. It's Redken, so it is a little bit pricey, but get it on a discount, like I always say, and it will last you for such a long time. And it is a 100ml tube. Definitely cut it open as well, because I got out a load of product after cutting it open. I've got a little hand cream sample. This is 10ml, it's by L'Occitane, and this is almond, I think I want to say. Yes, almond from Provence. It's a beautiful hand cream. I don't really like these types of twist tubes though. I find that that's sometimes a bit fiddly to twist back on. Cut this one open as well. It's a lovely hydrating hand cream. Does the job. Doesn't leave my hands greasy or smear marks on my phone or anything afterwards. And the almond is just a really nice gentle scent as well. It's nothing too overpowering at all, and it's also not irritating as well. Really did like this. This though only lasted me like a week, but then I apply hand cream kind of consistently throughout the day, so I would look to get the bigger size of this, but I'm unsure how much it retails for. But I don't mind spending a bit of money on, say, Elemis hand creams, and this one performs on a similar level to the Elemis one, so if it's a similar price, then I'm happy to spend that. I won't talk too much about this one. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I've mentioned this one quite a few times on my channel before. It's my go-to setting spray. Brilliant. Makes my makeup last for the vast majority of the day. It's just an excellent setting spray. It does what it says it's going to do. It's so trustworthy. And also what I like about this is that it is really easy to repurpose it afterwards. And I've done that a couple of times since using this up. So I'm not actually going to recycle this. I think I'm just going to keep hold of this and then fill it up with whatever I need to. I finished up a hair oil as well. I've gotten back into the habit of putting oil on my roots about once a week. This is by Hair Syrup. This is Lemonade, and this is meant to be good for people who have greasy hair that gets greasy fairly quickly, which mine does. However, I don't think this made a difference to the greasiness on my hair at all. But it's very easy to use. It's got a lovely refreshing lemon scent. Hydrated my hair. I think it also helps a bit with hair growth as well. I have noticed a bit more length in my hair at the moment, but I wouldn't rely on this for handling my greasy roots and making me go longer in between washing my hair, because I didn't. The amount of time that I had to go in between washing my hair was exactly the same, so I wouldn't rely on it for that purpose, but it is a lovely hair oil. I did enjoy using it. I finished off another Skin and Me doser, so I think the dosage is the same. It's tretinoin at 0.012%, niacinamide at 4 and azelaic acid at 4. I use this every other evening. And my skin is still tolerating this fine. Really happy to keep continuing with Skin and Me. I'm not sure if the tretinoin is going to increase at any time soon though. I think they might keep me on that for a while, and then maybe if I want to go up, I think I need to tell them. I need to look through some previous emails, but still happy to keep using my Skin and Me. I am getting some good consistent results. I feel like my cheeks aren't getting as red anymore as they used to be. I finished off a dry shampoo. I went into Boots the other day because I wanted to buy the Clarins dry shampoo, but my Boots didn't stock them, which was quite annoying, and I desperately needed some because I'd completely run out. So I bought this Batist one, which is a volume one for fine hair. It says extra lift, but this did nothing in terms of volume, absolutely nothing. It's Batiste, so it's a decent enough dry shampoo. It did a good job of refreshing my roots, but it didn't give me the volume that I wanted, so I wouldn't repurchase this one. And I now actually have the Clarins volume dry shampoo, and it is so much better than this one, but I would rather buy just the original Batiste than this one. Batiste is a trusty dry shampoo. For me, it's one of my favourites, does the job, but it's just a shame that this volume one didn't do anything for volume. I finished off a vitamin C serum, and I think this is going to be the last vitamin C serum that I buy because I think I've come to the conclusion that my face just doesn't tolerate vitamin C. I've been getting quite a few breakouts recently, some really like sore under the skin ones, like around my jaw. Hopefully you know which ones I kind of mean, quite painful ones. And I'm not sure if vitamin C is causing that or exacerbating that, but I find whenever I've used vitamin C, that's when my face gets worse. But I wanted to try this one because this one is always in the list of like the top vitamin C products to try. It's by SkinCeuticals and it's the CE Ferulic. This is expensive. This is 3 figures. Now, I bought this on a 30% off deal and it was still 3 figures. I cannot remember exactly what the cost was, but it is a lot of money, and in my opinion, it is not worth it. But I think it does come down to whether your skin tolerates vitamin C or not. If it does, you might get really great results from this, but for me, it didn't do what I was wanting it to do. Like I say, I think it exacerbated my redness and my spots. And I just don't think that vitamin C is for me. I think it is a little bit too harsh. So I'm now using a niacinamide in the morning as like my antioxidant product. So glad that I've tried this though, and that I've kind of tried to see what all the hype is about, but it just doesn't work for me. It's not for me. I would definitely not spend this amount of money on a vitamin C product again. But like I say, I've tried it. I know now that it's not for me. Penultimate product, this is my mascara. This is the Yves Saint Laurent Lash Clash in brown. My opinion on this has changed. When I first got this, I really did not like this. Now I know you do have to give it a few weeks for a mascara to kind of dry up a little bit and then it starts to behave as it should. But this took me a good 3-4 months for it to dry down and start working nicely. In those first few months, this was very, very wet. It was very heavy. It really weighed down my lashes, made them look really thick, but not like good thick that you want from mascara, like thick, coated in wet product thick. Really, really smudgy. A right nuisance to get rid of, to wash off at the end of the day. Usually my cleansing balm or cleansing oil does a great job of removing mascara. With this, I had to buy a micellar water, especially to remove this product, so that wasn't great. The brown colour is still too dark. I haven't yet found a good, really true mid-brown mascara. I feel like brands are just going too dark with their browns. I'm not sure whether it is actually possible to get a really good true warm brown mascara or whether they will always be towards the black brown spectrum. So I didn't quite like the darkness of this brown. I would prefer something slightly lighter. Now, the past couple months, since this has dried up a bit, this is a much nicer mascara to work with. This gives really good volume, it separates, it lengthens, it's not as messy anymore, and I have actually been really enjoying this mascara. However, I wouldn't buy it again because I don't think I want to go through those 3-4 months of this being a right pain in the arse to use, and I wear mascara pretty much 5-6 days a week. Basically, every time I wear makeup, I wear mascara, and this is just such a nuisance. If it was like how it's been in the last couple months throughout the entire time of having this mascara, then yes, definitely would repurchase it. But for the cost, I don't think it's worth it. And then the last product that I finished it off last night and I haven't actually had time yet to clean it. It's the Elemis Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. I have gotten through so many tubs of this size, smaller, bigger, neroli version, rose version. I do prefer the original though, because the scent is just, it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just full of essential oils which smell beautiful. Not great for sensitive skin though. If you have sensitive skin, these essential oils might be too irritating for your skin. I do have slight sensitivity, but my face tolerates this product absolutely fine. I have no irritation, no sensitivity issues with this. It lathers up beautifully once you've added water into it, and it does a fantastic job of removing my makeup, even eye makeup, mascara, but not necessarily that Yves Saint Laurent Lash Clash one though, actually. This is just so beautiful. It's such a trustworthy product for me. It's one of my holy grail skincare products, holy grail products in general, basically. I will always buy this, and this is just such an experience to use. It's so lovely to take some time at the end of the day to really have such a beautiful smelling, luxurious product to apply as part of your skincare routine. It's pricey, but in my opinion, it's worth the money. It does a fantastic job. It's the best cleansing balm that I have tried. I really do love this. So that was my whistle-stop tour of 20 of the 22 products that I have finished off this month. I'm really happy with the number of products that I finished off. Like I say, I finished off some samples, but those are samples that were just sitting around on my dressing table, and I thought, let's just get them used. Give them a try. Why not? I don't think my numbers are going to be as high for February. February is a slightly shorter month, and I don't think I've got many products that are close to being used up. So I think I might be maybe like at half the number of this month. But anyway, I hope that was interesting. If you have tried any of the products that I've mentioned, please let me know your thoughts on them as well. If it was helpful as well, if you're thinking of maybe trying some of these products, hopefully that helped and gave you a bit more clarity as to whether you should or not. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again very soon for my project pan video, I do believe. Bye.